With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Nearly intercepted right away. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And some room to run now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. All told it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens hit 5-3 now on the year. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Now Gino on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Throwing now is Gino. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. first and 10. It's Dobbins to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Now Lamar changing the look.
36-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, Dobbins, but this is going to be a reverse here. And that one going to be slowed up before it could really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up
On 2nd down, Jackson.
Seahawks 28-yard line.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Phone it in now.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Again, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Like what we've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm pretty sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no, Coach. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We got that cheat code offense.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third.
For a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dallas Goedert, 26 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the Ravens on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. Flushed out right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the round is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, we got
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And this will be caught at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the Ravens on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
65 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Geno. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They go play action with Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Lamar changing the play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now they're in the hurry-up. A shotgun snap for Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In motion goes the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith can't get away, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up on Smith as he gets the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're you're throwing the football.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 63 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson
on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dallas Goedert, 44 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 5 yards on the play.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Short throw to Dissler. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st. Walker now on 1st and 10. Runs through the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a 2nd and 8. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Jackson now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now Gino on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's still on his feet.
And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
140 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action. Here's Smith. He'll buy some time right.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Myers connects on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a look.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 20.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. He'll take this to the 46.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson will throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Geno. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Smith here, an audible at the line. On the counter, it's Walker.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Walker with another carry.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Here's 3rd and 3.
One last throw here for Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football